The topic that we're going to talk about right now is how do I stop foreclosure when my house is going to foreclosure in the next 30 days. At this particular point, if you're still living in the property, you've done everything that you possibly can to either save the property or sell the property, but you're one of those people that say, you know what, I'm not going to go down like this. I still believe that there's a hope or a plan of action that I need to find out. The fastest way that I have seen to stop a foreclosure in less than 30 days is to work with a professional house buyer. And you might be sitting there scratching your head, what is a professional house buyer? You may have a professional real estate agent who you've listed the property with, and they've done everything they can to market the property, to show the property, but there have not been any offers on the property. A professional house buyer is a very different type of person, or a company such as ours. What a professional house buyer will do is that they'll be able to understand the 5 core real estate languages that it takes to stop a foreclosure in less than 48 hours. And you might be saying, well, what are the 5 languages? Well, I'll briefly touch on this. Number one, the professional house buyer has to understand your story and your hardship, because that is absolutely critical if you're going to sell the property before the foreclosure date, the auction date. Because there has to be a legitimate hardship, a hardship that cannot easily be remedied by simply increasing income. So the house buyer would have to understand that process. The second thing that they would have to do is they'd have to understand how to work with your existing real estate agent, to look at what they've already done up to this point and to make sure that the real estate agent continues to get their full commission while the house buyer is going to purchase the property. In essence, buy you out of foreclosure. The third thing that the language is you have to understand the banking terms. Inside the bank, there's a customer service department, there's a loss mitigation department, there's a negotiation department, and that negotiation department has to correspond with an investor inside of the bank, the one who makes the final decision of whether or not this house should be sold prior to auction, if it's in the best interest of the bank to let it go by sale before the auction. And then the fifth conversation is understanding how to work with the appraisers, how to work with title companies, how to get rid of any type of credit card liens or mechanic liens, so that all of these things can work together to create a resolve. A professional house buyer must know those 5 critical pieces of conversation. A house buyer will come in with all the paperwork, put every component together, put together the short sale package, send it into the bank, open up the line of communication, and if that is done successfully, there is a 90% chance that they will be able to postpone that auction, delay it, stop the process, and begin to negotiate to a resolve. And that's what a professional house buyer will do. It's a benefit to you as the seller to do that. It's a huge benefit to the bank to sell the property prior to auction. It's a huge benefit to your real estate agent who has spent thousands of dollars trying to market the property but has no buyer. So if you're in this particular place right now where you're 30 days away from a foreclosure auction, pick up the phone and call us right now at Rescue Team Realty. We'll work with every party that's involved. Our number is 918-409-0063, or you can visit us online at rescueteamrealty.com. Let us work together to stop that foreclosure.